there, it's Mary from stampingmary.stampinup.net. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's card features the Zany Zoo stamp set and coordinating dies. This stamp set and die set is leaving Stampin' Up! At the beginning of May. So if you like this set, I have put a link in the description bar below. If you click on it, you'll be taken directly to my website. You'll be able to purchase the items. They may well come on as a price reduction. Sometimes as they're leaving Stampin' Up! They go on sale. So if you like this set, then yeah, it'd be a great set to get a little bit cheaper. So we're using very bright colours today. The Tahitian Tide, which is that colour in the background, that's also retiring, as well as the Parakeet Party and Sweet Sorbet. It's cute little fox. No, he's not a fox. Let's go ahead and get this stamping done. He's like a little beaver, I think. All right, let's stamp his image on basic white cardstock in Memento with the stamp. I just couldn't find the stamp there for a moment. Just ink him up. Doesn't matter if it's a little bit crooked because we are going to die cut him out, and I'm also going to stamp the sentiment on that piece of paper. I'm using the sentiment here, something great to celebrate you. Use Tahitian Tide. Again, this is a colour that is retiring. I've hardly ever used it really. It's a pretty colour. Right, let's go with our Stampin' Blends now and do a little bit of colouring. I'm going to colour the balloons. So I've got a little selection of colours here. Actually, we're going to do a bit of blending with our ink on this piece of Daffodil Delight right here. So just bring in piece of scratch paper and good paper, and I'm just going to do tone on tone with my blending brush just to give that Daffodil Delight a little bit more brightness, I guess. You don't have to do this bit, but I do like blending. Tone on tone, I really like it, and when you are making the card you can actually see it. It might not be quite so evident in the video, but yeah, it is good. Gives it a bit of depth. I'm just going round and round in circles just to get that colour on there. There we go. No, you can see it's makes it a bit more definition. All right, pop that Daffodil Delight away. And let's colour these little guys. So let's use Parakeet Party. These little guys here, I should say. Bringing in the Parakeet Party blends. Again, they are retiring. I'm going to put the dark, there it is, dark, just there. We'll do this one at the same time. Just going in with the dark. I'm coming in with the light, and I'm just going to blend that out. It's squeaky. Gone with very bright colours for this one. Really like it. Sweet Sorbet for this one. Let's do Sweet Sorbet over here. Be really sad to see Sweet Sorbet go. Pretty sure I'll keep it in my little stash of colours. Because it's so pretty. Some Daffodil Delight. all I'm doing is putting the dark where those little accent lines are, and then just blending them out. Oops, wrong end. I definitely made a mistake there because I went way over the line. Actually, I think I did the other one in the bright daffodil delight, but that's okay. I'm just going to get my colour lifter. So we also have colour lifters for all those little, not just for mistakes that you might make, but also if you feel you want to do a bit more shading, the colour lifter lifts the colour out for a bit more shading. So that's another option with your blends. Now I don't unfortunately have the Tahitian Tide Stampin' blend, but I'm going to use my blender pen. Just clean that off, and I'm going to dip a little bit in here into my ink pad and just gently put some colour down here, and that works perfectly fine because we're not covering a really big area. You can get it as light or as dark as you want. So another option, blender pens are really good just for these small little areas. Just clean that off. Alright, so there we go. We need to put a little bit of colour on his tail. Let's use a little bit of smoky slate for that one. Is that smoky slate? Yes, light smoky slate, good. I'm not going to do a lot of colour. I'm not colouring the rest of his body. And then just for that, just for across his eyes, I'm going to bring in my Ink of Stella and just do this. A little bit of colour there. Alright. And we're done. So now we just have to die cut these out. Really simple. So I'm going to use my die. So here it is right here. This is the little die. So I'm going to run that through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. At the same time, I'm also going to cut out these little flowers. So the die set has these lovely little flowers in there. So I'm just going to die cut them on some Tahitian Tide cardstock. So we've got a nice little selection of very bright coloured cards there. Okay, we've gone ahead and die cut those out in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So we are going to mat this onto a piece of the Designer Series paper, which is one of the in colours that's also retiring. This is the Tempting Turquoise. I'm going to pop that onto there. But we're also going to do a little bit of stamping on the inside, so we might just get that done now. And we're going to use two of the colours that are retiring, the Parakeet Party and Tempting Turquoise. So let's just stamp that now. And it doesn't really matter how you go about deciding which way you're going to start. I'm just going to sort of go randomly here with each one. Clean off my stamp. Parakeet Party. Whoops. and then finishing it off with the Daffodil Delights. Actually, I think I've picked up crushed curry. Oh, it is Daffodil Delight. It's all good. Alright, so there we have our stamping done. All the stamping is done now. Let's put the card together. We have our Baker's Twine, which is also retiring. That's the 2022 to 2024 Baker's in colour twine. So let's just wrap that around there. I'm using the Parakeet Party just for some additional colour. There's plenty of colour on this card, that's for sure. That is for sure. Wrap that round there a few times. Okay, come on, bow, work with me here. You know, bows never ever ever go the way you want them to go when you want them to go at the right time. It is a fact. That's okay, we'll fix it up before we finish the card. Let's position our little critters on the card. I've put some dimensionals on the back. One there, the other one just with his little bushy tail coming up underneath. That's cute. Now with these flowers, I did not have any of the in colour dots left, so I've coloured some of the matte classic matte dots, and I've coloured them with the Stampin' Blend, my Sweet Sorbet Stampin' Blend, and then pop them into the inside of these flowers, which I thought looked pretty cute, really, and just gives it another little bit of colour to the card. So I've got one, I've already put them together because they're a little bit fiddly, but let me show you. One here, so actually we might put this one on first, so I've got to put the sentiment on. Sentiment's going to go somewhere around about there, so we'll pop that there. So here's one, so it's been punched out with that in the Tempting Turquoise colour. I've put a small mini dimensional on the back of it, and then I've gone ahead, coloured the matte dot with Sweet Sorbet, and then just going to pop that on there because the sticky from the adhesive from the dimensional also will help keep it in place, and these matte dots are self-adhesive as well, so pop that there. Oops, that one's not in the right spot. Let's just trim our sentiment. And pop that there. I might have that a little bit wrong. I might just have to trim that off slightly. Yeah, that's better. a couple of dimensionals on that one. We're nearly done. That's straight. Just going to make my bow a little bit smaller. Gosh, that bow does not want to sit for me today. It's resisting. All right, we're nearly done. Let's pop that on. With a few more dimensionals. All right. So I've put links in the description bar below for all of the products that I've used, to make this card today. So when you click on them, you'll be taken directly to my Stampin UP website where you can purchase the products, and there will be all the products that are leaving Stampin UP that are on the retirement list. They'll all be, you'll see them all there in the online store. So hopefully this has not sold out. I didn't check before I made the video. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed actually that it's actually still going to be there. I hope so. It's a really pretty, it's really cute stamp set, and this designer series paper, this was the in colour 6x6 designer series paper. I don't know if that's still available, but if it is, I highly recommend it because it's the patterns on it are really pretty. There's flowers, stripes, dots, plaid, which is what I used on this one, the plaid background. I cut the paper to match the exact size of the card front too, and then with a little bit of stamping for the inside, just to carry that colour all the way back through again. A little bit of fun for the inside of the card as well. And there you have it. A really easy card to make using some products that sadly are leaving Stampin UP, but I hope that you enjoyed that video. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. Stamping Mary, that's MERRY @gmail.com. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye.